Episode 8 starts with Russo. He is getting ready to visit a mental hospital to see a woman. It is revealed that this woman is Russo's mother, who left him when he was a child. Micro is analyzing an image of Rollins from Frank's scope and confirms it is him, realizing Rollins is at the top of the CIA chain. Micro worries because Rollins has all the resources, but Frank is not concerned, pointing out that there is no sign anyone's after them. Suddenly, the cameras at Micro's family house go down and Micro panics, asking Frank to check on them. Frank reassures him. Dinah and Russo are having some private time together. They talk about their scars, and Russo explains a knife scar he got when he was young after fighting off a man who attacked him in a group home. Dinah shows sympathy for Russo's past. Frank visits Micro's house with flowers for Sarah, which she thinks is a romantic gesture. She invites him for a drink, and they have a flirtatious conversation while Micro is away. Sarah has unplugged her internet and cameras to escape everything. She talks about what is missing in her life and says she wants to move on and be happy. She then kisses Frank, but he gently pushes her away, and she apologizes. Frank takes some food and leaves. Russo and Rollins meet to discuss how they need to eliminate Frank. Rollins wants to get involved in Dinah's operation, and Russo says he will need help from others. Russo reassures Rollins that Dinah is just a tool to use, and that he is not worried about anyone standing in his way. Meanwhile, Dinah is planning a tactical operation and discusses a fake plan with Sam to mislead whoever is listening in on her office. Back at Micro's, Frank talks about how he used to play the guitar to win over his wife. Micro shares his own story about meeting Sarah, and the two toast to their respective relationships. Micro thinks of giving evidence to Dinah to arrest Rollins, but Frank says Rollins must die. Micro calls Frank a psychopath with only war in him. Micro tries to call Dinah, but Frank punches him and puts him to bed. Frank wakes up Micro and gives him food. Micro regrets his actions from the night before and asks Frank to forget everything except Dinah. Frank refuses. He listens to Sarah's message, where she says her son Zach is going to hurt someone. Frank visits Sarah's house, and she gives him a hunting knife she found in his backpack. He asks about her son, Zach. He then talks about Zach's knife, trying to scare him by mentioning eliminating with a knife. Zach explains he wanted the knife because he was scared. Russo manages to escape the building, but ends up facing Sam. Sam orders him to drop his weapons, and Russo does so. However, Russo activates a wrist blade and stabs Sam multiple times. Before Sam dies, he cannot say Russo's name. Dinah arrives just in time to see Sam die. She feels devastated. Frank and Zach are now getting along and having fun, tossing a football outside. Micro shows up, but Frank stops him, saying if he stays, Dinah will eliminate him. Micro reluctantly leaves, wanting to be with his son, but Frank knows it is a bad idea. The episode ends with Dinah, bloodied and shaken, sitting in a bathtub while Russo gently rubs her down with a sponge.